As everyone knows, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's hard to explain to everyone that Bitcoin in blockchain technology is like the dollar in the banking system, whose exchange rate changes dramatically. What's called volatility. It goes up, it goes down, and very quickly. But in the end, over its entire cycle, it still grows, and quite significantly. For example, banks have their own servers, large data storage facilities where they keep information about all money transfers. In the case of Bitcoin, this function is performed by so-called miners, who after purchasing computing equipment mine Bitcoin by calculating blocks. All of this comes from cryptography. Simply put, they carry out transfers from one account to another, receiving their rewards for each specific transaction. They maintain the equipment, pay huge electricity bills, and receive rewards in cryptocurrency for this. And not just in Bitcoin. You can set up different calculation algorithms and receive rewards in the form of the most popular cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Zcash, and others, also carrying out their transfers within their respective blockchains. The uniqueness of the blockchain system lies in the fact that it connects all miners via the internet, and they transmit information to each other, a cryptographic key about the transaction, from which sender, to whom, and how much was transferred. All this information is stored and duplicated on every mining device. And even if, theoretically, someone or something were to destroy all the hundreds of thousands of mining devices scattered around the world, even a single surviving device would still store the entire history of all transactions ever made. So the claim that Bitcoin has no value is absolutely incorrect. At the very least, it includes electricity bills and the cost of the equipment itself, which is far from cheap. The costs of maintaining and repairing this equipment, and of course the personal time of the farm owners. Recently, there have also been taxes on mining and other related expenses. By quickly registering on one or several well-known crypto exchanges, you can easily buy any cryptocurrency and the so-called stablecoin, a digital dollar, which you will use to purchase cryptocurrencies for transfers, investing, or trading. Once you have the recipient's wallet address, you can send a payment to anywhere in the world. From just a few seconds to a few minutes, you receive cryptocurrency with minimal transfer fees, often for free, or no more than $1 for amounts in the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Of course, there are rare times when the network is overloaded and transfers cost more and can take almost a whole day. But this only happens during historic peaks in demand for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, roughly once every 4 years, just like the major cycles of the so-called halving, the periodic reduction of the reward for mining a Bitcoin block. The transfer of coins is often compared to mining for natural resources. That's where the term mining Bitcoin comes from. Seeing the speed and low cost of transfers, people rushed into the crypto industry and its tools for storing, saving, and transferring funds, which supposedly alarmed banks. According to Donald Trump, banks check money, take a long time to process transfers, charge high fees for them, and often ask questions about the origin of the funds. Because of this, the crypto market is called a big dump and is accused of laundering criminal money and facilitating transfers and settlements between illegal individuals and their businesses. Another side and another mistaken opinion is that Bitcoin is a bubble or a pyramid scheme, or simply some kind of scam, as people say. And for some, it's 100 magical X's that changed their entire life. Let's figure out what a pyramid scheme is. It's a classic scheme like MMM, built on network marketing. By the way, one of the founders is a Mormon. There, each participant brings in new people taking their money as long as the flow of new investors continues. The system works. As soon as the new money stops coming in, the system collapses and everyone loses what they invested. And that's the end of the story. Oh my God, I can't believe this. It always makes me so angry when people get scammed. So even now, hundreds of Mavrodi's followers continue to operate similar schemes, offering various types of pyramid schemes. These include phantom trading projects, companies claiming to mine gold, export clean energy, and other attractive stories, usually with promises of a hefty initial deposit and stable monthly dividends ranging from 5 to 20%. These are the classic signs of a financial pyramid. Please understand this. But Bitcoin doesn't have any of these signs by any measure. There is no network marketing involving the recruitment of new clients, nor is there any fixed monthly reward. As for the bubble, if you look at all the charts over all the years, there are, of course, some fragmentary signs of a bubble. But a bubble that keeps growing higher and higher with each of its 4-year cycles, well, in the end, it simply isn't one. Bitcoin is already 15 years old, and it just keeps on growing. Most stories about losses in cryptocurrency go like this. People entrusted their savings to various swindlers and scammers who, after showing some profit, lured them into making additional investments and eventually spun heart-wrenching tales about stop-losses being triggered, the price crashing, and everything being wiped out, as if the deposit just vanished into thin air. Others explained it by exchange hacks, hacker attacks, and theft of funds from wallets, as well as the loss or theft of a flash drive containing crypto assets. Forgetting the password is also one of the favorite, most commonly used stories among crypto scammers. So by taking advantage of people's ignorance and their desire to get rich quickly, without looking into the details, they ruthlessly scam them out of their money. So guys, be careful. Others would buy cryptocurrencies, and when the price dropped, they would panic and sell everything. Then the price would go up, and they would buy again. The price would drop again, they'd sell once more, and in the end, they'd lose all their investments. This kind of story could happen to any of us, right? If you hadn't found my channel, you might never have learned about all these nuances of the crypto world. Here, in simple and clear language, I share valuable experience that I've gained over many years of intensive practice in the crypto industry. Subscribe and join my private channel.